Welcome to the Valley of the Sun. Phoenix, Arizona, we're here for what ought to be another exciting edition of the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Trojans offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. It's caught downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Gonna run it. It's Marks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that? He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Connection to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. If you run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes his connection. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Jayhawks are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some back.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now.
Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. With the catch, it's Lane. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. He's got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the play.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Neal. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Neal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, USC. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Arnold. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in to see what's going on. They're diagnosing, go downhill, put him right in the middle of the field.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's Arnold. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeps looking downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas. great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Back to the ground game on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Using his legs, it's marked. The Trojans will move the sticks with the first down.
I love when players understand situations. They understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're going to ride this running back. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. On the move. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They go to the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the Trojans brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays